Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're connecting from. Welcome to today's live stream. I want to believe you can hear me loud and clear. Can you hear me loud and clear? Please drop a comment. You're welcome, you're welcome. Can you hear me clearly? Confirm you can hear me clearly. Also confirm you can see my screen. Confirm you can hear me clearly. Also confirm you can see my screen. How has been trading this week? Can you hear me? 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 If you have any question, or if there's any pair you want me to analyze, please let me know in the comment section. Mrs. Damilola, good morning. Mr. Badeji, good morning. All right. Good. So, how's been trading this week, Mrs. Fumi and Mr. Kama? How's been trading this week? How has been trading this week? So, if you have any pair you want me to analyze, let me know in the comment section. If there's any pair you want me to analyze, let me know in the comment section. What pair are you trading today? Let me know. I want to know in the comment section. What pair are you considering trading today? Let's look at it together. So first, let's look at the calendar for today. Today is the 1st of April. I wish you all a happy new month. I pray that this month shall be a profitable month for us. May all our trades, is it possible? May all our trade eat TP as we stay disciplined. So our trading rules, right? For our trades to eat TP, we need to stay disciplined. It's never just praying. If you are praying and you are not sticking to your trading rules, you will still lose money to the market. Okay, you have to create a plan and to ensure that you stick to your trading plan. Also need to ensure that you apply proper risk and money management. You must have stop loss on all your trades. If you're trading without stop loss, praying that you would not lose in the market will not work. You would lose. Okay? So your prayer should be that you should be disciplined to stick to your trading rules. That should be your prayer. Discipline. That you will not trade based on your emotions. You will follow your trading plan. That should be your prayer. Okay? So today is Wednesday, the 1st of April, and we are expecting major news, right, from the United States. ADP non-farm employment change, core retail sales, and ISM manufacturing PMI. That's between 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. Nigerian time. That tells you that high volatility is expected on USD pairs. Okay, high volatility is expected on USD pairs. Can you all still hear me? Can you all still hear me? Okay, so let's go to the charts. You can see what's playing out on the dollar. I gave this prediction last, I think it was on Monday. I said the dollar has swept liquidity and would expect price to pull back to an internal range liquidity. You can see where I identified on Monday. I said I would love to see the dollar before going bullish on the dollar. So what I'm waiting for on the dollar now is a bullish reversal pattern to form on a daily or 4-hour time frame. That is what I'm waiting for on the dollar for me to buy the dollar. Unfortunately, on Monday, I took a trade. I sold the dollar. Yeah, I sold the dollar on Monday and I took a loss on Monday. This was Monday candle. Okay, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I sold, it was on Monday. I sold, I bought GBP USD, Euro USD, and the market went against me and I took SL. Though my prediction was right, I entered the trend too early. I entered the trend too early. So I missed this sell on the dollar. I entered the trend too early. That's impatience. Impatience, that is it. So I missed this nice move on the dollar. Okay, so right now is to look for buy. That's the next move. It's a buy. You cannot sell the dollar from the current market price, even if it will do 1,000 pips from the current market price. You shouldn't be the one to sell from this point. Okay, so if you want to sell, you can have created a fair value gap on a daily time frame. Okay, you need to wait for price to pull back to the fair value gap or a premium area. You can see this fair value gap on 4-hour before you consider selling. But right now, the best trade to take will be a buy. Okay, so if the current 4-hour closes as a doji and the next candle closes bullish, I would look for buy. But you also need to consider into consideration the fundamentals that will be released. So if I'm going to take any trade on the dollar today, it will be after 3 p.m. Nigerian time. That is when I will consider taking a trade on the dollar. Okay, and I would, like I said, I'm looking for buy opportunities. So I would expect the news to be positive for the dollar. Technically, dollar is bullish, but I love the fundamentals to favor the dollar so I can buy the dollar. Okay, that would be a strong confirmation. If the fundamentals align with the technical, that would be a strong confirmation. So that would be my expectation. But if the news is positive for the dollar, if all the news is positive for the dollar, then I would have to wait for the daily candle to close before looking for buys on the dollar. I hope that is clear. So my bias for the dollar today is bullish. I missed this sell. Okay, so I'm looking for buy opportunity. Okay, so that's my take for the dollar. My bias for the dollar today is buy. If you apply your Fibonacci from the swing low to the swing high, let's work with this swing low to this swing high. You can see that price is currently at extreme. Price is currently at what extreme discount, which is, so you should be looking for buy at that area and not sell. Okay, so let's see yen. Yen basket. Okay, so yen basket. Let's start with the daily. Let's see how yesterday candle closed. Yesterday candle closed strongly bullish. And so far today, the bears are in control. Yeah, the bears are in control. Get opened, buyers came in, pushed price up a little, and sellers came in, and they are actually dominating right now. They are actually dominating right now. So, so we still have this fair value gap here. We also, this is a buy side, sell side inefficiency, right? Sell side inefficiency, and then we have buy side inefficiency. So it's either price first come to fill this fair value gap before going bullish, because if you look at the structure we have here on the daily time frame, this structure, right? So it's likely price will pull back. I want to see price come fill this fair value gap before it continue with its bullish, right? That's what I'm looking out for on the yen. Okay, I want to see yen pull back, fill this internal range liquidity before going for the external range liquidity. I hope that is clear. My bias for the yen is bearish. Today's my bias for the yen is bearish. If there's any pair you want to analyze, let me know. Okay, James, good. Okay, a few minutes. Let's start with GBP USD. Please, for those of you using the Ultimate Signal software, I would like to have a session with you all by 11 a.m. After this class. By 11 a.m., I would like to have a session with you guys. By 11 a.m. If you're using the Ultimate Signal software, please show up for the class. Show up for the class. I'm going to the Zoom link. I'm going to drop it in the group. So please ensure you join the class. Ensure you join the class. Okay, so GBP USD, you can see GBP USD has been bullish. Okay, GBP USD has been bullish, and it is still bullish. The question is this the right time to buy? No. Those of you that have the software, this is where the software generated the buy. You can see GBP USD. Can you see it? This is where it's generated the buy signal. You can see, and it's about giving us a sell signal. You can see that this is where it generated the buy after the formation of the candle. So this is where you should have bought. And if you had bought from this point, you would have made 1 to 2 risk. Right? This is about 50 pips. 50 pips, you go for, let's say 100. You can see. So at this time, you would have made your TP. You can see your TP would have been smashed at this point. So right now, it's likely going to give us a sell signal. So wait for the current 4-hour candle to close. Once the 4-hour candle closes, we are looking for opportunities to sell. But I said we also need to consider the major news. The major news. So if it gives us a sell signal, patiently wait for the news to be released. If it is positive for the dollar, then we look for sells. Okay, don't jump in and start selling. Okay, and if you insist that you want to sell, go in with small risk. Go in with small risk. If your daily drawdown is $50, you can risk $15 to $20 taking the trade before the news. I hope you're getting me. Okay, so that's it for the for GBP USD. You can see it's giving us a sell signal. So we need to wait for this candle to close. Then we can, like I said, wait for the news. Okay, so let's go back to trading view. Euro USD. Euro USD. Euro USD. So Euro USD has been bullish. This is where the software gave us a signal to buy Euro USD. You can see this is where it gave us a signal to buy. So if you had bought Euro USD, Euro USD is also giving us a sell, but not set yet. So you can see this is where the software gave us a buy opportunity. From this point, stop loss would have been, let's say 40 pips stop loss. Remember, we set our stop loss few pips below the low. That will be 40 pips. 40 pips, you are going for 80 pips at least. You can see, and it has done over 144 pips. Your target should be at least 80 pips. So by now, you should be out of this trade. And as you can see, the market is currently at a premium area. Apply your Fibonacci from this swing high to this swing low. With this software, you don't have to do all this, okay? You don't have to do all this. So you can see that price is currently at a premium area. You can see price is currently at a premium area and it's giving us a sell, but we need to wait. As you can see, the entry price is fluctuating. Okay, it is fluctuating. It has confirmed the sell. Once it confirms the sell, the entry price stops fluctuating. It stops fluctuating. Right now, it's still fluctuating. So once it confirms it, it stops, and that will be the right time for you to take the sell. Remember, it's every 4 hour you're supposed to check the chart for signals every 4 hour. That's when you to check the chart. And if you've set the notification to receive on your phone, to receive signal on your phone, you check your phone every 4 hour. Every 4 hour. That is clear. So, like I said, the dollar is still bullish. So all we're waiting for is a buy opportunity on the dollar, and we'll take a sell on Euro USD. Euro USD might still come down to sweep this low, but this will be our first target for Euro USD. This fair value gap at a discount area, that will be our first target for USD. Let's see gold. Euro USD closes bullish. Sorry, if the current 4 hour candle closes bearish, I'm going to take partial entry on Euro USD and GBP USD. I'm going to take some trade on GBP USD and Euro USD. That's partial entry. By that I mean I'm not going to risk my everything on the trades. Okay, I want to risk $25 on each trade. That's the risk I want to take. $25. So on the first trade, the partial entry trade, I will risk maybe $10. And after the news, I will risk $15. That's what I'm going to do. $10 first. Then after I would after that, I would if the news favors the dollar, then I'll sell more. I hope you all can still hear me. I hope you all can still hear me. So let's move to the next pair, gold. So you guys on Monday, yeah, I said gold is bullish since Monday. Yeah, gold has been bullish since on Monday. It's been bullish since Monday. So this is not the right time to buy gold. It has done over 2,000 pips or more. Yeah, over 3,000 pips from Monday till date. I think it has done over 3,000 pips. And you can see now that it's approaching. We have this, I think it has broken this. So we have this resistance, support stone resistance, and we have this fair value gap. So it might fill this gap and start selling. But like I said, long term for gold is bullish. Selling gold at the moment is very, very risky. So we still have this fair value gap. So everything you see on gold is a pullback. Long term gold is bullish. Between Iran and down. Okay, bullish because a lot of people want to go in times like this where there is so much uncertainty. Many want to invest in gold, so that's one of the reasons for the bullish buyers on gold. Technically, gold is also bullish. So probably if it gets to fill this favor, go to the downside. Okay, so right now, don't sell, don't buy. Don't sell, don't buy. That's my take on gold. I'm neutral on gold. I'm neither bullish nor bearish on gold. Okay, so that's it. Is there any other pair you want me to analyze? Let me know. Let me know in the comment section. I hope you're bullish on gold, Mr. Badeji. I hope you're bullish on gold. Mr. Kama, I hope you are bullish on gold. So which other pair do you want me to analyze? Which other pair? Let me see GBJ. GJ, that was around, was it 2 a.m.? 2 a.m. Yeah, 2 a.m. I woke up and I saw the signal and I dropped it. I know some of you woke up this morning to see that. If you woke up this morning, let's see. Price has already moved. Okay. Some of you woke up this morning at this time to see the signal. So I'm still holding my buy on um, GJ. It's a massive, massive profit. GJ is a massive profit. So I'm still holding it. I'd love to see this liquidity. This liquidity residing at this previous high. That is my first target for GJ. That is my first target for GJ. Okay, that is my first target for GJ. This high, first target for GJ. When I took the trade, my stop loss was several pips below this level. I took the trade, I think after the close of this candle. Yes, I took the trade after the close of this candle. My stop loss was 30 pips below the low of this candle. So I think my stop loss was around this level. It was 30 pips below the low of this candle. Really, the market moved in my direction. I adjusted my stop loss to, I think my stop loss is at this level right now. Yeah, to 09 points, I think 79. That is the low of this candle. Yeah, I think my stop loss is currently, once it breaks out from this resistance, I'm going to reduce my risk on the trade. I keep adjusting my stop loss as the market keeps going in my direction. That is how to manage your trade. You don't want a trade that you have made so much profit on to go back and hit your stop loss, your initial stop loss. That's not how to trade. You have to be very smart. Smart. Okay? You have to be very smart. That's the reason I have been consistently profitable. I manage my trades like a professional. No emotions. Everything is planned. Everything is planned. And I ensure that I follow my plan. No emotions involved. Okay? Which other pair do you want me to analyze? Let me know, let me know, let me know, let me know. Mrs. Damilola, Mr. James, Mr. Kama, Navy Boy. Which other pair do you want me to analyze? Which other pair do you want me to analyze? Just enter the second quarter of the year. How was first quarter? How was quarter for you? Was it profitable? If you're not profitable, you should get the ultimate signal software. Okay? If you've not been profitable, if all you've been recording since the beginning of this year is losses, 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 your account is still on the negative, get the ultimate signal software. I will not get tired of shouting or preaching about this software. I will not get tired. I will not get tired. I'll keep talking about it because I don't want you to lose money to the market. You are the reason we created this software. You are the reason we created this software. But if you still are satisfied, if you are satisfied losing to the market, if you are comfortable losing money to the market, keep doing what you're doing. Okay? Hopefully someday you'll get it right. Say insanity is doing same thing and expecting different results. You cannot be losing money, keep losing money, keep losing money, and you still keep doing the same thing. So get the software. Get the software. It will help you. You can't use the software and be recording losses. No, it's not possible. At the end of the month, you will end in profit. You will end in profit. You would end in profit. Unless you don't follow the rules. If you follow the rules, you would end the month in profit. Since I started using it, I've never had a losing month. I've had losing week, but I've never had a losing month. I have losing days, I have losing week, but I've never had losing months. The worst case would be maybe break even. And since I started using it, I've not even experienced break even. I'm always in profit. There's always dollar. Dollar is always adding up to my account at the end of the month. Any question? Any question? Is there any other pair you want me to analyze? Let's see Euro, Australian dollar. Euro, Australian dollar. Let's see. If there's any pair you want me to analyze, if you have any question, let me know. Euro, Australian dollar. Euro, Australian dollar gave us a sell yesterday, but I missed this opportunity. I took a sell at this point, and I made it on Euro, Australian dollar, or at this point with a very small loss. Yeah, this there was a spike yesterday. The reason for that spike I don't know. We went out yesterday and I took a small loss on this, and you look at the software gave us this sell euro Australia. You can see it gave us a sell. It even gave us a buy yesterday after the formation of this candle. But I didn't take the trade. It gave us a buy after the formation of this candle. I've reached 50 pips. I would have made over 100 pips on this trade. But I didn't take this buy. We definitely missed some move. You can't catch all the moves. It gave us a sell at this point, which is still active. But I don't want to take this trade because it has already moved. You can see this was where it gave us a sell, and it's been selling, and it is still selling. Okay, it has done over 60 pips. I don't want to take this trade. Okay, so it's sell and it's still going to sell. It's still going to sell. Most likely it's going to sweep this liquidity. Okay, so once it sweeps this liquidity, I'll be looking for buy opportunity. But right now, Euro Australian dollar is still bearish. It is still bearish. Okay, it is still bearish. Probably it might get to this, the sell might get to this, yeah, it might get to this support, this resistance support. That could be okay, that could be the next target. So I don't want to take this trade because if I take this trade from this point, my stop loss will be here and my target will be here. You can see that's a very poor risk reward. You can see it's a very poor risk reward. Okay, if you're here to give the video a thumbs up, please do that. Give the video a thumbs up. And if it's your first time joining the live stream, subscribe to the channel so that anytime I come on live, you get notified by YouTube. You don't want to miss any of the sessions, okay? So, is there any other pair you want me to analyze? Any question? Is there any other pair you want me to analyze? Please give the video a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up. I hope you all can still hear me. Any question? Is there any other pair you want me to analyze? Please, for those of you using the Ultimate software, by 11 a.m., I want to have a session with you all. By 11 a.m. on Zoom. Let's connect on Zoom. I want to take your questions. 11 a.m. What are GU, EU, Prince, GEU, BTC? We've analyzed EU. Okay. I guess you joined the class late. You joined late. We've analyzed GU, we've analyzed EU. Okay, I don't trade BTC, but let's just look at BTC. I don't trade it, but let's look at BTC. Let's look at it. Low, lower high, lower low. Going to form a new lower high, lower low. On. So Bitcoin probably will fill this value gap, then continue with this. That is my take on Bitcoin. Bitcoin might fill this fair value gap and continue with the sell. This low, Bitcoin will come for it. You can see after this massive buy here, price has been in a range. That's to tell you that the bullish momentum is weak. The bullish momentum is weak, okay? Is weak. So there's a high probability they're still going to come for this low because they know most retail traders would have bought all these lows here. These are where the traders would buy. AMA, inverted spinning candle, engulfing, doji, spinning candle. These are where most retail traders would buy, and their stop losses are residing below the lows of this candle. That is where they're going to go for. So they are coming for this low. When it will happen, I don't know. But I'm sure they're going to come for this low, 60.083. They are coming for this low. That's my take on the BTC. BTC is still bearish. It's still bearish, but wait for a bearish reversal pattern to form or 4-hour time frame. There's a probability they will fill this level gap. Okay, there's a they might fill that gap. Okay, they might fill that gap. So to fill this gap before you sell, or you wait for price 4-hour candle or daily candle to close this support zone. Wait for price to close below this support zone before you sell. Okay, that is my take on BTC. Wait for price to come this gap for you to sell, or wait for 4-hour daily time frame to close below this zone, demand zone or support zone. So that's my take on BTC USD. Any other question? Do you have any other question? Any question? Any question? Is there any other pair you want me to analyze? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Any question? Any question? Okay, Tabitha, no question. I want to appreciate every one of you for your participation. Mrs. Damola, Mr. Kamal, Mr. James, Navy Boy, I appreciate you all, and Snazzy Prince, I appreciate you all for your participation, and I wish you all a profitable trading day. Bye for now.